It's about being recognized. So they would recognize who you are based on that, but also having a reputation. And the reputation comes from, okay, this is consistency. And then you're able to take that and build relationships, rapport, and then ultimately get referrals. And welcome back to Your Style Story. This is episode number 3. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. It was really done from the heart to help you guys understand how to pull together your own style story. I thought it would be great for you to see some of our friends of the show talk about their style story and how they came to it, what it is they want them to say, and hopefully you'll get some information that will help you develop your own. Today, I have my girl, Anthara, on the show. And you guys, if you're OG, you have seen vlogs with Anthara. We have been to New York. We have done, she used to have a hair care line. We have done shows for that. We have done a ton of things. We have been in these streets together, okay? She's been on the show before. I will link her previous interview that we did, and it's been years and years ago when I first started this channel. But I'm thankful to have you, girl.
Yes, thank you.
Now, Anthara, I don't have her bio written down, but this is what I'm gonna say. Your girl is bad, okay? You don't even understand, like B period, A period, D, all caps, exclamation point, quotation marks, underlined twice, bold print, she bad, y'all, okay. She has owned multiple companies. She has gotten millions of dollars in capital. She has started a plethora of businesses. She started off out of the womb, child. She's been an entrepreneur. And so she is like an amazing person to talk to about how to pull yourself together and really talk about like what your style says about you. I mean, her outfit, we're gonna show it in a minute, y'all. She doing the dang thing, okay? And so I'm so excited that she's gonna share this with her. So, Anthara, thank you for being on the show.
Of course, thank you. All
right, so we're gonna start this thing off right. Tell us a little bit about your look. We're gonna have that up on the screen. So tell us about your look today, girl.
Yes, so my look has evolved. So when she shares that link, y'all
I wanna know this one. Show this one, talk about this one.
This
Because this is it. This
so
is
I always have to have a pop of color, and metallics are just my thing. As you can see, I have chrome nails. But so we're gonna say, what is this? Citrine, like a citrine blazer. Love this. You can pair it, pop it with anything. We have this pearl,
everything.
So good. Pearl blouse, and then we have these white, like boyfriend fitted jeans with the gunmetal paint down the top, the front of them. Really, really cute. And then we have some studded heels.
Girl, wait till you see. I mean,
studded mules.
She is, and look guys, a lot of what she's wearing, at least the bottoms, we talked about this before we started the show, are bargain deals. So you can look like $1 million without spending $1 million.
Yeah.
So we'll put that information. I'll make sure that I try to find some of her looks so that we can put them down below. We may not be able to find you the deal, but we might be able to find something that looks similar. Okay, so just bear with us. Let's dive into these questions. To be quite honest, we are on a time crunch. We're doing my daughter's art show today, so we are on a time crunch. So we're gonna get this party started. All right, tell us how you would describe your personal style.
It's very classic with a tad of eclectic in there. And then I would say, you get a little bohemian in there. Normally with my accessories, you might get a splash of bohemian.
Okay, all right, girl. Well, if you had to put a time on it, when was the first time that you actually realized that your personal appearance mattered?
I would say I was in the airport. So my travel has picked up here in the last year or so. And I noticed that when I was traveling, even if I had on loungewear but threw a blazer on, I was treated differently. I was treated differently.
Did y'all hear that? Okay. So gone are the days where we're throwing on our slippers, wearing our house socks, and a t-shirt and some ratty jeans to the airport. Like, it matters.
It does matter. It definitely matters. People interact with you differently, and the airport is one of the best networking.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good tip.
So good.
That is really a good tip. And you think about that because people are traveling for work and business, not just pleasure. So you're sitting at the food court, sipping on your Diet Coke or your something special, and you never know who you might be sitting beside.
Exactly.
Deals are made.
Yes, they are.
Wow. That's a tip, guys. I love that. So Has there ever been a situation where you felt like your appearance held you back or hurt you in any way?
Definitely. You know, I know we are in the era of love your body and all these things, right? But I think we still have to just pay attention to read the room, you know? So even though you may be free and all these things, if you're going into a well-established industry or era per se, as far as like how people are doing business, environment, read the room, match them.
Wow. Love that. All right, so before we go to the next set of questions, I want to dive into a game. And this is a new game, guys. If you have watched episode 1, episode 2, you've not seen this game before. We are calling this game Take a Walk on the Style Side. All right, now here's how the game works. Anthara has already told us that her primary style is classic. So we are going to use the spin wheel. It's numbered 1 through 8. 1 through 4 is for tops, and 5 through 8 are for bottoms. And they're all labeled the 4 main fashion styles. So we've got classic, bohemian, sporty or casual, and romantic, okay? So we've got 1 through 4 are those for tops, and 5 through 8 are those for bottoms. Okay. So we're gonna spin the wheel twice, and we're gonna try to get a 1 through 4 and a 5 through 8, and we're gonna put those 2 looks together. I have the looks here, so whatever number she hits on, we're gonna look at those pictures, and she has to tell us how she's gonna put these looks together to fit her classic style. But you have an edge because she already told us that she kind of pulls from all of the different fashion styles. So she'll probably be really good at this game. So let's go ahead and get to the game. So here is the spin wheel. Like I said, 1 through 8. Anthara, I want you to hit the spin for the first thing. All right, so she hit 8 on the first round. So let's find number 8 in my stack. And as we go on, guys, we'll make sure that it's a little bit better. So number 8, we have the romantic style bottoms. Love. So this is what the pants look like. Love. All right, let's spin again. Spin again because we need to spin again. Oh wait, we had 8, right? That was 8. Okay, so now she did 2. All right, so we've got 2. So let's pick the top that corresponds with 2. That's not fair. 2 correlated to the romantic top, and guys.
I love a good romantic top.
So here is the look together that we pulled. Anthara, you get to see the look. Now, tell us how you would style that.
Okay. Oh, I love this. So, romantic top, romantic bottom. I would actually sweep my hair up into a soft French roll. And give myself, you know, like a little dreamy bang here. Give us, you know, some drama there. And then, as far as, because your top and your bottom are very dramatic, for my heels, I would go with just a simple mule, you know, just to slip in. I would keep the makeup very soft. And jewelry wise, I think I actually wouldn't add anything just because of the sleeves, you know, but I will keep it very light.
I love that. This was a fun game. I was hoping that we would get like some mix match, guys, but this is how the game is played, so she kind of lucked out on this, but I love this whole look together anyway, you know. Yeah. I probably would add, I love how in the picture she's wearing rings on her finger. I think I would probably do something similar with that. And I think, like you said, I would probably put my hair up so that you could see all of the drama of the top. Yeah. And then a simple stud earring or something like that.
Yeah, definitely a stud earring.
Yeah, very simple. Yeah. And then I really like the handbag here. You need something simple because the outfit is doing everything. All right, guys, I love that game. I hope you did. Leave a comment and tell me how you like a walk on the style side game. right, let's move on to our next set of questions, guys. All right, if you were forced, let's say you were on an island and you could only take 3 style essentials with you, what would they be and why?
They would definitely be my wedge Tory Burch sandals.
Okay, always a good choice.
So
Dress up, dress down.
There we go. And then,
I know, good
I
question.
said 3.
You can only take 3.
I would also take, I just got a new Chloe bag.
Mm-hmm.
I would take the Chloe bag.
Mm-hmm.
And because, you know, I could do crossbody.
And
I could do
it's
this
neutral.
clutch.
I know what she's talking about, guys.
Yes.
You might get a sneak peek. I might take a picture
Real
of it and
cute.
share with you.
I would do that. And then I would take a maxi dress. Because I could flow in it. I could go out on the, I'm thinking I'm on the beach. You said island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. I could walk out into the water, flow,
And
go to dinner.
And you could dress it up or dress it down. You
Boom.
could put it on with a pair of tennis shoes if you had to. You could put it on with some flip
You
flops.
could put a little knot in the side.
Yep, but definitely the wedge.
Yeah.
Definitely the wedge. I love that. I love that. I love that answer. One of the things that I always tell women to have, I call it the emergency kit, and I tell them to have a hoop earring because it suits every face shape. Have a tinted lip because if nothing else, it'll draw the eye up.
Yeah.
And then I always tell them to have some sort of a hair accessory, like a twisty or a baseball cap or a headband, something.
I have fell in love with caps lately.
Because you know what happens? You wake up on a Saturday morning and you have pancakes on your brain and you either missing the milk, the eggs, syrup, the butter, something.
Agave, something.
And you have to go to the grocery store. But it's a Saturday morning. You don't want to get dressed up. But if you have those 3 items in your car, you can get away with it if you see somebody. Because the tinted lip is going to draw the eye up. And they're going to pay more attention to here up. So that's why that's my emergency kit. But for this island, you need a little bit more. So I love Anthara's answer. All right, so who's influenced your personal style, would you say?
Kerry Washington.
That was my answer too. You probably haven't even seen that episode,
No.
but that was my answer too. But it was her in Scandal. That character, she did it. She did
Love.
it.
That's why we friends.
That's right. That's right.
That's why we
We know what we're doing. So this whole show is about your style story.
Okay.
And the idea behind it is, like we've talked about this, Anthara and I have worked together for years. And so she knows my whole BU method. She's been around with me. So you know that I truly believe in your appearance really speaking for you when your voice isn't, right? So when you walk in a room. So that's what I mean by what is that narrative that what you're putting on is telling people when you walk in the room. So tell us about your style story and what is it you wanted to say? Like what should this story be telling us? If you hadn't spoken today, what should this look have told us about you?
I would definitely say that my look would tell you that I am in business actively. Because I'm always going to add a blazer to something.
I love that.
Add a blazer.
Yeah.
But then also that I like to have fun. I love color. I love big hair. Love it, right? But then also that, you don't have to take yourself so serious.
I was going to say, you look approachable.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you know how sometimes you go to conferences and you're like,
very stuffy. They look
good. Person. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I think that's good. I love that. And your style does say that. You do love pops of color. You are approachable, but you're always put together. So it's like nobody can look at you and think that you don't have your stuff together. Y'all can't look at her and think that. Nobody can. And if you knew what I knew, you would know that she has her stuff together. Okay? That's why she's my friend. I'm trying to ride on her coattails. So, okay. Tell me what it is you do specifically with your style. Like, this is a message that you have conveyed. You mentioned wearing a blazer. You feel, sort of expresses your entrepreneurship, that you're in business and that you... So tell me some other things, elements of your style story that you think sort of emphasize this approachable businesswoman who's, easily accessible.
So, interesting enough, I have recognized I have a color palette. So I love metallics and they work really well with me, specifically rose gold and pearls, right? Obviously. Then I noticed that, greens, specifically like olives, work really well. And so I try to pull on that. But then when it comes to my style overall, I like to make sure that it paints the picture of consistency. So like when people have seen me, you know, at conferences,
there's a consistent look, like they know.
So that's what I think.
I think that's good, because the truth is the same holds true in verbal communication. There needs to be some consistency in what you say. I think I was at a meeting earlier this week, and a woman said to me, she was new to the committee, and she was like, Andrea, when I realized you were on the committee, I looked you up, and it just turns out you are everywhere. Like you have shown up everywhere, and I would like to think that in me showing up everywhere, the consistency that, you know, so, and you guys know we've talked about this here on the show before, that it's about being recognized. So they would recognize who you are based on that, but also having a reputation, and the reputation comes from, okay, this is consistency. And then you're able to take that and build relationships, rapport, and then ultimately get referrals. And so I think, you know, this is great insight, because like I said, Anthara has owned multiple businesses, and the pearls that she gave us regarding like finding business in the airport, that's huge. And then having this consistency from event to event, you never know, you're gonna see the same people, so you gotta be on. So having a style story that you can stick to, like she said, she knows metallics, olive greens, those things are like her style story. They're telling her story. They help her to emphasize what she's trying to say. So I hope that you guys can take that and use that in your own style story. Just a couple more questions. Do you have, I know that you said that your personal style, you know, Kerry Washington is a celebrity icon, but is there anyone from your like personal, you know, just the closeness that maybe influenced your style in any way?
Ooh. So I would definitely say my grandmother. She influenced so many things, but when I tell y'all, I used to watch Sally Jesse Raffi with her. And I always said I wanted big glasses. Okay. So, you know, those type of things, but always just, nails were always together. Touches of jewelry. So I would definitely say my grandmother when it comes to personal.
Did you have the grandmother that was like, did you put your slip on?
Yes.
Okay. Wear your earrings.
Yes. That was my grandmother.
Yes. And when I was a little girl, wear your bobby socks or stockings. You know, wear your little ties. Did you put some Vaseline on?
Yes.
Yes.
But it was important.
Yes. We have very similar upbringings in that way. You have to understand what you need to do and be your best altogether anyway. And we talk about that all the time here on how you can be real, how you can be authentic and transparent. All right, so this last question before we go, I was curious. I've not asked this question on the show before, but I am curious to know your answer, because I've been watching shows and sometimes I am just stumped, especially sometimes red carpet looks. And I'll just look at these people and I'm like, what exactly were you trying to say with that? I mean, case in point, I mean, I know it was popular at the time, but when, what is her name? She was in the movie with Bradley Cooper. She's a singer, beautiful singer, plays the piano from New Jersey. You know,
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, thank you.
Lady Gaga.
When Lady Gaga came to the Grammys, Emmys, whatever it was, and she wore the meat dress, I was like, ain't no
She was
get.
trying to make a statement.
Yeah, but I didn't get this. I didn't get the statement. Okay. So when stuff like that happens, is there anything like that you've seen recently where you just kind of looked at the celebrity and you were like, baby, what were we trying to say?
Did you watch the Met?
I saw bits and pieces. I didn't see the whole thing. But I will find it.
I'm gonna make this actually more on trend. Ice Spice.
What did she do?
She's always naked.
Oh.
The baby always naked.
So So she don't have no style story.
She
She just have nakedness.
Yeah, every dress is sheer, everything, and I'm like, and they could do so much because she's young. Her body
Beautiful.
is just beautiful.
So it's like, what are you trying to say? Like you're not giving us anything but your body. So are you
That's
saying
it.
you're available?
Consistency.
That's the question. Are you? What's going on, baby? I appreciate you so much for being on the show. I really do, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Style Story, where we are really just trying to help you pull together a narrative that you can speak without using words, that tells people who you are, what you're about, and whether or not you're credible for the job or the thing or the whatever it is that's going on. So let me know in the comments how you love this episode. Tell us what you'd be looking for, in your own style story. Maybe sharing a celebrity that you are questioning. I'd love to see the answers to that. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining us here. Don't forget, I'm Andrea Patrick, the BU Boss, and on this station, on this channel, I'm giving you real talk and real tips so that you can find real success in your life, career, and or business. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.